Hi, Sue here from Positive Pathways. Today I thought I would bring up the topic of resilience because resilience I've heard bantered around a little bit, not only on the Facebook but also with parents who are quite concerned about their teenagers who they really feel haven't got a lot of resilience. That when something difficult happens or something unusual happens, that they actually don't cope with those things very well and are finding it very, very hard to bounce back. It often gets referred to as like a rubber band, how you get thrown like that curved ball where it races into the rubber band. Now the rubber band can either stay there with lots and lots of tension on it to have to deal with, or it can be let go a little bit and be allowed to bounce back. Are you aware that there is approximately 41% of children between the ages of 7 to 14 who are actually suffering some type of mental illness? That is staggering. Okay, we're talking about 41%. Okay, so, nearly you're it's higher than 1 in 3, 1 in 4 kids out and about are suffering from mental illness, and we're talking the ages of 7 to 14 years of age. Now, resilience is part of that, particularly with anxiety and how they actually cope with getting back to dealing with whatever it is that's happened. Kids get upset about all sorts of things. It could be an argument with their best friend. It could be not fitting in very well at school. It could be isolated from those who you thought were your friendship group. It could be not doing very well in a test and worrying about, that you're not good enough. So some of the things really that we can focus on to help our kids with these sort of situations are that we actually build certain life skills which help them to cope when these sorts of unusual things or different things go on, so that they can bounce back a bit further and be able to move forward. Now, with EAL, equine assisted learning, the horses actually are part of a program where they can actually help you, and I'm not necessarily talking about young kids here. This can also refer to adults. Adults also have issues such as resilience, where they need the skills to build that bounce back. Okay? With the horses, our programs, we have those ones where you need to make choices, and sometimes you need to be adaptable and flexible, and you need to be able to try something that's totally out of your comfort zone, but in a safe way. These are the sorts of things that we can do for our kids. These are the things we can do for ourselves to help build resilience in your reaction, and also how long you actually stay in that zone that is uncomfortable before you can actually bounce yourself back. If you are quite good at resilience, you'll be the kid who gets out and has a go. Doesn't care if they come last in a race. Has a go at building the biggest kite and doesn't worry about the fact that it may fail and just be a dismal disaster. The person who doesn't have that resilience will be the one who's quietly sitting in the corner and not even wanting to have a go for fear of failure. We have to allow kids to actually fail and actually not do very well and not get the result that they want and not maybe have the friendship group that they think they should belong to. But it's about talking through that with them, giving them ideas and brainstorming about how they could deal with it, and then looking for a positive, so that they can move forward. With equine assisted learning, we have programs that will focus on these skills in resilience to help build those skills in people. And that's why the horses are just so incredibly amazing. I say it over and over again, but I really cannot tell you enough how incredible the horses can be at this. We can set you up a challenge, but the challenges that we're setting up and the out of comfort place that we're putting you is a safe environment to do so, where you won't get judged by other people. Our horses are the last who really care whether you've got it all sorted, you've got your act together, or you really are in a pile of a crumble down zone right now. But it's through doing that that we understand that we need to be flexible, we need to make different choices, we need to make a change in our behavior, and through working that through and problem solving, we are building resilience. Resilience, everybody. You're not born with it. It's a learnt skill. Give your kids the opportunity to learn it from a young age. The more they learn it, the more they can experience things, the more that they have to problem solve, the more that they don't win everything, don't get a prize all the time. Because in this world, not everyone is a winner. You're not always going to get what you want. That is part of learning. Being a good sportsman, being part of a sports team. Understanding that there can only be one winner. You can try damned hard and you can put the time and effort in, but you're not always going to win. And you know, getting out there and doing your damned best to give it a shot is such a good learning curve. It's not always about the winning. It's about what you learn through doing it. That's my thought for today. See you tomorrow in this July challenge.